Well, hello my beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is a little bonus reading all about you. Us tarot readers, we tend to do readings about love, career, money, but we never really ask, how are you doing? So this reading will address that at this time. I'm using one deck just for the simplicity of it. I really love it. And we're going to get 6 cards just to see what is going on with you. Also, just to let you know, I've opened a competition to win a free personal reading from me. So if you'd like to win that reading, I'll let you know about it a little bit later because some people are just here for the reading and I don't like to waste anyone's time. So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them? What are they feeling at this time? What are they going through? How are they moving through this period? What do they need to be aware of for their journey ahead? Can you please guide them and show them the way? We've got the Hangman. That's your first card. So this can indicate that some of you have been feeling a little bit in limbo, even though you have goals and dreams and lots of things on your to-do list. The Hangman is a card that indicates a temporary pause to really think about your next steps in life and where you want to take life to when it comes to the next level. Now, of course, the Hangman, it can indicate for some of you that life has changed. It's been turned a little bit upside down and you're trying to move through those changes. You're trying to look at your options at this time. We will get in deeper when I touch the cards. Some of you have been feeling a lack of motivation or drive, or you're just exhausted and you need a temporary time out. Even if you've just taken a vacation or some time off, you can be feeling a little bit drained. I definitely see with that 7 of Pentacles in the resistance position, some of you may be looking at things in your diet or hormone related kind of options because you're feeling that you are fluctuating in your energy levels. So I definitely see some of you are looking at energy right now. I mean, you have some pentacles in your reading so far. So of course this can indicate that you're focusing a lot on your money, but earth cards, they tend to be about health. They tend to be about your energy levels as well as that Ace of Wands that you have there. Your motivation and drive, it will return. So if you have been feeling a bit lackluster, I definitely see that your motivation and your vitality will return, okay? Now, of course, my beautiful Leo, as we move towards your birthday month, some of you are thinking about the journey that you've had so far and, you know, who you are today because of the experiences that you've had. I definitely see, of course, that you're moving towards celebration. You've got the 4 of Wands there. So that is like your final card. So there is something to celebrate, of course, which is your birthday. So I want to wish all those beautiful Leos who are having a late July birthday, and of course all those beautiful Leos who have their birthday in August. I hope you have the most magical day indeed. But looking at your energy, I'm going to just really take stock of the cards that you've got right now, and then I'll show you each one individually. I see you're trying to create balance in your life, harmony. Things have felt a little bit like you're in a bit of a washing machine of life sometimes. You may have been hit by a few curveballs and you're just trying to recalibrate your energy. I definitely see some of you have been tested and some of your plans may not have gone the way you'd hoped for, or you're moving towards them and it feels a little bit delayed. For some of you, you may feel like you should be further along, or you had hoped to be a little bit further along in some plan that's really important to you at this time, but you will have a breakthrough on that. But in terms of your sort of energy and how you're feeling right now, there's this kind of feeling that, you know, okay, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. It's like you're looking at how you have fun. Something about that has changed. It's almost like you're finding it really hard to find the passion for something, the lust for life. It just feels like, you know, you're a very fun, caring, loving person who is really great to spend time with. You know, you have that lust for life normally. You're a fire element, but there's something within you that's changed, and it just feels like you want to reconnect to a part of yourself that you feel like you've lost touch with. Because that Four of Wands, although it indicates celebration, it also indicates a return to more fun times, a return to who you feel you used to be in some way. And I'm really getting this energy of you feeling a little bit anxious whenever you project yourself into the future and think about future events, things that you want to accomplish, things that perhaps you feel are going on in the world around you, that you feel there are changes ahead, and you're a little bit anxious to know what those changes might be and how you can protect yourself as you move through those changes. Also with the Hangman and the Six of Pentacles, some of you may feel that your finances have plateaued in some way, and that, you know, the price of living has risen, of course. So you're trying to balance your account, balance the way you live life, and make sure that you get a really good deal when it comes to finances. But it really feels here that you're waiting for something, but you're not just waiting, you're working towards something, or you're giving your investment and your energy towards some sort of goal, project, or, I mean, I'm also getting that you're very busy and that you're kind of looking at life like, where's the adventure? You know, I feel this kind of energy about you where it feels that a couple of years ago, there was this sense of adventure or this bold and daring energy, and it just feels like things have plateaued at this moment in time. Doesn't mean that things are not exciting around you, or that there are not things that really capture your attention that you have been connecting to. It just feels like something within you has changed. I feel like it's your perspective, because you do have the Hangman there, and this could have changed because of the last couple of years that we've all been going through in terms of humanity. You know, things change our perspective. Things are important now that perhaps were important before, but now they are ever more so. And other things that perhaps you felt were super important a couple of years ago maybe are not so much. So it feels like something within you has shifted, and you're trying to get back to that sense of fun, excitement, adventure. You're very busy. You're trying to have a breakthrough in some area of your life, but it just feels like it's hard, okay? That's what I'm picking up. Now, your first card there, of course, is the Hangman. Now, the Hangman can be that you're in a period of looking back at opportunities that you feel were missed. And this could be in career, love, it could be in any area of your life. It could be a house that you tried to purchase. Whatever it is, you may have felt that there was a period where something was missing or something didn't go the way you'd hoped for. But I want you to be aware that it was during this time that you were protected and redirected towards something greater. I definitely see a lot of exciting things ahead of you. And the Hangman is that temporary pause where you're going through a period of personal development and growth. And the things that perhaps you feel like you missed out on, in a couple of years' time, you're going to look back and think, thank goodness I didn't get that, because you got something better. And the other thing, whatever it was, is going to sort of highlight itself as it would have not been very good for you, or it would have kept you stuck. So I want you to be aware that what is meant for you, it will never pass you by. Now, the Hangman, of course, is a period where you look at things from a new angle, and new knowledge is coming to you. You're spiritually evolving, and I feel like you're noticing things that perhaps other people don't notice, and it can feel a little bit isolating. The Hangman, you know, he puts himself on the tree of life on purpose because he wants to see life from a new angle. He wants to see new perspectives in order to be truly happy and awaken. And sometimes an awakening, it's a very difficult experience. It's not rainbows, unicorns, and like balloons. It is a time where you sort through the mud of life, where you see things that other people do not see, where you start to question things, because this is a card of questioning. And I feel right now with this Hangman energy that some of you, as I said, I don't feel this feeling of being completely lost, but it's almost like you're surrendering to the process. But in that process, you're doing a lot of questioning because you're feeling that life has been somehow turned upside down, or something has shifted and you're trying to really make sense of it at this time. So I really feel that you're a very deep thinker, and this hangman energy can also indicate that some of you have felt really emotionally overwhelmed in some area of your life. And it's an indication that you're kind of like letting go of old ways and releasing anything that's been restricting you. Because for some of you, this could be restrictions. You know, if you think about the nature of the hangman, it is a restrictive force, and it's about breaking free from that restrictive force. So some of you, it's like you've had a period of inaction where you felt you needed to really deeply think about something. And with that Ace of Wands, I feel like your energy is returning, your motivation is returning. Suddenly the answers that you seek are going to arrive to you in stillness. Remember, in stillness, in silence comes wisdom. And I feel there's this energy of some of you feeling that life has somehow stood still. Even though you're really busy, even though the world around you is like flying by, and time, you may feel time has shifted for you in some way. That time almost feels like it's going by really fast, but you are still in the same spot. It just feels like something has changed. And this could be that, you know, you're overwhelmed, or it could be some level of trauma response that you have been going through at this time, and you're trying to really look at it, understand it, and move past it. I want you to be aware you are moving past it, okay? Now, this card, it is a really exciting card because it basically means during this period of seemingly inaction, because I feel like you're super busy, I feel like, you know, you're thinking about your future, which can bring up a little bit of anxiety. I feel like you're really trying to live in the present moment. So some of you may have been trying to take classes like meditation, Pilates, yoga, or do some sort of spiritual practice that keeps you in the present. Some of you may even be seeking like knowledge or books on how to be more present so that you can quieten your mind. I mean, there's no swords here, which can indicate that, you know, you felt really overwhelmed by your thoughts. It's almost like you're trying to push things away at this time in order to find peace of mind, in order to declutter in life in general. And I feel right now you're actually in this stillness, which is going to help you manifest new opportunities for you to transform your life. Ones that you will celebrate is what I see here, because of course you've got the Ace of Wands and you've got the Four of Wands. Something that you take charge of. You know, this doesn't have to be in business. It can be your personal development. It can be investment in self. Something that you really decide enough is enough. I need to transform this part of my life. This is going to bring a lot of celebration and happiness towards you. And some of you, especially with the Hangman energy, some of you have been feeling that people around you have changed. Of course, you've changed as well, but I feel there's an energy here of you feeling a bit different, maybe a little bit isolated or a little bit lonely to some degree sometimes, or you feel that friendships have shifted in some way and you're trying to understand what has gone on here. It feels like a lot of people have become very insular. You know, you are someone who is very generous, very kind, very loving. You keep giving to situations at this moment in time, or you did give to situations, or you felt like you kept giving and nothing was being given back. So that could be in certain friendships, not all of them. It could be in family events or family dynamics. You just feel like you've been constantly giving. But with that Hangman energy, I feel like right now you're just watching or observing, you know, who gives back. And it doesn't have to be that you give a gift or you give something of yourself to a person and you do it to get something back. You don't do it that at all, because you've got the Six of Pentacles there, which means you're a very generous person with your time, with your energy. You're a really good friend, someone who everybody can rely on. But also now you're in a period of your life like, who's got my back? So I feel like you're just observing. You know, we all know when we spend time with a person and they completely drain our energy. Energy vampires. I feel like you're trying to cut those people out of your life right now so that you can live a more peaceful life. You're stepping away from things that don't feel good. You're stepping away from things that you feel do not invest in you, whether that's a person, whether that's an environment or a situation. You're creating balance and harmony in your life. Now, the Hangman and the Six of Pentacles can also indicate that there has been a bit of a surprise going on in your life, where there's been a bit of a curveball and you're trying to move through this don't worry. I definitely see that you're going to come on the other side of this, and things are going to get infinitely better for you. Also, some of you, especially with the Six of Pentacles, you may have been like looking at your finances, trying to increase your finances in some way. I mean, the Six of Pentacles can indicate that, you know, you've been giving your time, investment, and attention to a lot of things, whether you're a parent, a guardian, whether you care for a family member, whether you're doing a job, whether you're just trying to get by, trying to, you know, get some money to pay your bills, or whether you've just got a lot on your plate right now. It feels like you're giving to so many things, and you're trying to prioritize in your life right now because it feels exhausting. You know, the Hangman is telling me that you're in need of a rest. I mean, you don't have any burnout cards here, but it really feels right now that you're looking at your energy levels and your investment in, you know, your experience in life to date. And this Six of Pentacles, it does highlight that the universe is about to send you a nice little surprise. Now, this could be financial in nature. You know, it could be a small increase in whatever it is that you are doing at this time, whether you're retired. It could be a small increase in pensions. If you are, you know, working, it could be a small incentive or maybe even a bonus. I mean, this card, along with the Four of Wands, can also indicate that for your birthday, you're going to receive an unexpected gift or surprise that you're really going to enjoy. It's going to make you happy. But the Six of Pentacles ultimately is about your offering to life. You really are a gift. And I feel like it's taken you a long time to learn that you are someone who is a great friend, a passionate lover when you get into relationships. You're someone who gives all of yourself, and you're always there for people. You're also really generous. You may have done charitable work, or you may have you know, when you walk past someone in the street who was in need, you always, you know, had that feeling of I should give. So, you know, I feel like you're someone who is due some really good karma back to you. But right now, I feel like you're trying to find the balance in life, and you're doing a lot of observing, and you're doing a lot of questioning. And questioning is really good. I also see that you sacrifice, you know, so much of yourself for your goals and your dreams. And you are someone who is destined for success. And, you know, if you've retired, I feel like you hit a level of success that you don't even give yourself credit for. You're someone who's passionate, intense. You know, you go after a goal and you fulfill it. You don't give up on anything. And I definitely see that things have been hard for you and the journey has been difficult, but I feel like you're smashing through any like brick walls or any glass ceilings that you found yourself up against. Now, we do have that Seven of Pentacles there, and it is in the resistance position. Things have been hard. Things have been difficult. Sometimes things have not been fair, but you're pushing past this. Now, anything that's in the resistance position, of course, you know, it'll go into the upright by the end of the next 6 weeks. Now, what I see here is some of you, it's like you are trying to live in the present moment, and you don't really want to keep thinking about the future because it may draw up some anxiety there. But at the same time, I feel in order to protect your path and, you know, set an intention, you are really trying to focus on manifesting your dreams. As you can see there, that Seven of Pentacles, there is a telescope there. So that can indicate that, you know, you're projecting yourself into the future and trying to increase what you have already. And that's natural. I feel like your hard work, your diligence, and your focus is going to get you to where you want to go. You will celebrate because you will reach your goal. There is a major transformation coming here for you, one that you will actually really love. And if some of you are feeling a bit isolated, a little bit alone, or you feel like your friendships are changing in some way, the Four of Wands tells me that you're about to move into a period where you meet new people, where you spend good quality time with people who vibe at the frequency that you're in, and you build your soul tribe. So I definitely see there's one person in particular that you are going to form a really close bond with, and this person is going to be a friend for life. You know, when friendship really means friendship, this person is there for you. This new person who's coming into your life, you could call them at 3 a.m. and say, hey, I just need someone to listen to me right now. And this person would be there, and vice versa. And I really feel this is an important person who's coming in for you too. Now, the Seven of Pentacles, typically it means a fork in the road, a period of self-evaluation. So it's like you're taking stock of your life right now, maybe because you're coming up to, you know, a milestone in your life. Birthdays are always milestones. They set us off into thinking about who we are, the path that we've taken, how it has shaped us and formed us, and, you know, our legacy, and also where we want to take life to next. So I really feel that you're in that thoughtful phase where you're thinking about next steps, but also you feel that something isn't satisfying in your life right now. You've been really tested and you feel like there's a missing ingredient in your life, and I feel like you're about to hunt it down and find it, and you are going to discover it, and it's going to be like unlocking some really exciting energy for you. The Seven of Pentacles, when you've got that telescope there, it can indicate that you are a visionary. You are someone who sees things before other people see things. So pay close attention to your flashes of insight, your dreams. I feel like there's a prophetic energy here, and you may actually start to notice that you just know things before people know things. Pay close attention to that intuition and do not dismiss it, is what I see there also. I mean, this card can also indicate some of you have decided to take a really keen interest in astronomy. So it could be that you've actually literally bought a telescope or have been thinking about one. But this is about, you know, noticing changes in your life and how they will affect your future. And, you know, the knowledge that you are gaining at this moment, the wisdom that is coming to you, whether it is spiritual wisdom, whether it is physical kind of wisdom where you put yourself in a class of learning. You are the student of life, and you are implementing all the lessons that you've learned to create a harmonious and fruitful life for yourself and the people you really care about. And you're doing a really good job, but you don't tend to realize that you are doing a good job, and you don't tend to give yourself the credit that you truly are due for the effort that you're making in your life. Now, the Three of Pentacles, some of you may feel that the plans that you have in motion, because remember, the Three of Pentacles, it's in the reverse. It can indicate there's been delays or setbacks or something didn't go the way that you'd hoped for. And some of you feel like you've got no support. There's no support network. You may feel that perhaps people have changed beyond recognition and you're evolving away from those people. Remember, people come into our life for a reason and also for a season, to teach us a lesson, and we take that lesson with us and then it evolves into something else. So we have to be mature enough to acknowledge that there is one constant thing in life, and that is change. And you may be going through some radical changes right now and everything is shifted, but so has your perspective, and it's made you stronger because of it. It can feel a little bit disorientating at first, but I feel, you know, you're going to get back on track there. Now, this Three of Pentacles, you're going to start to see, because the Three of Pentacles will, of course, go into the upright energy. People are going to offer support. They're going to be there for you. You're going to build your soul tribe. But also the Three of Pentacles, it's your plans, okay? You're dedicating yourself to your plans. But again, there's this energy of, you know, there's a missing ingredient, whatever that is, and you are going to discover it. Some of you are thinking about new ways of earning money. So it could be you're opening yourself up to second streams of income. This reading is not really about money, but I can see that you're going from a Six of Pentacles to a Seven of Pentacles. So I definitely see that financially, things will increase for you. I see a little increase, I've got to be honest, and there will be a little more bonus later on. But I feel like, you know, you're on a trajectory where you are on the up. Now, this could also be spiritual development. It could be that you are raising your vibrations and you're reaching a level of personal development and growth that is really going to protect you for the future, but also it's going to help you on your path. The Three of Pentacles also indicates you're someone who is highly gifted and very talented, but you do not give yourself the credit where credit is due regarding those gifts and talents. And I also see that you have a very special talent that perhaps you haven't really tapped into as much as you should do, and you will start to get a little bit more creative in that area a little bit later on. Now, not everything we do is there to be monetized, okay? So I feel, you know, this is something you're going to do for you that is actually very cathartic. So if you've had a traumatic experience, or you have been feeling that you've been living in some level of trauma response, I definitely see that this talent that you have is very cathartic. So I feel you're going to tap into that a little bit more there as well. Now, the Three of Pentacles, as you can see, there's a ladder. So, you know, you're making your way to a very stable period in your life, and you're reaching for more. And I definitely see that you're going to elevate to the position to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. And you may feel that the path is long ahead, but I feel you're going to have some major transformation that almost is like a portal to spin you off quicker to whatever the goal you have is. So for example, if some of you, your goal is to be able to bench press like huge weights, you will reach that goal. If you feel right now, that you're not even close, suddenly you're going to have this radical change within yourself with training, and then you're going to reach your goal. For some of you, it could be that you're looking at diet-related issues that perhaps have been difficult. If something makes you feel bloated, lethargic, or out of sorts in some way, and although you like it and it's tempting, you may find that suddenly, you conquer that craving for it, and now you've eradicated it, and now you feel so much better within yourself. For some of you, this could be a financial goal, but it could also be like investment in life. When you invest, life invests in you, and I feel this is about you getting back what you invest, because I feel like you give your all to every situation. But you will reach your goal. I feel like you're on your way, but you're not seeing like tangible results at this time. You may be seeing some small things, small milestones, but I definitely see that the best is yet to come, okay? Now, we do have the Ace of Wands. This is radical transformation going on for you, and this is a period where you're going to have more energy, more drive, more motivation, but also this is about you recognizing that you are protected, and that, divine fate is intervening in some areas of your life to help you have a major transformation that you will celebrate. Also, the Ace of Wands, this could be adventure, looking at life in a different way, approaching things from a new angle, especially since you have the Seven of Pentacles there. It's like, okay, you're stuck in the humdrum of life. Life, day to day, it doesn't change much sometimes. So it's about setting goals for yourself to keep life interesting. It's about experiencing new places, new faces to keep life informing you, because remember, you are the student of life. So this is about you and you discovering your passions. This is about you reigniting that lust for life. What are you excited about? What gets you up out of bed in the morning? What sets your soul on fire? I feel like you're really rediscovering a part of yourself, and it's going to be all that you want it to be. But I feel you need to take action on something after a period of either ruminating on it or lamenting it. So if you feel like there was an opportunity that got missed, you're letting it go and you're moving on to something else that is going to be way more exciting than the thing that you had to let go of. For some of you, you may be formulating a plan because, with the Hangman, the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, this is your plans in motion, them taking shape, you deciding to prioritize on what's important for you right now, and knowing that you will find a way, but also knowing that there is divine intervention. Aces are always divine intervention from the universe, and it's like a helping hand coming towards you to say, okay, you've put one foot on your path towards your goal. Now the universe takes 10 steps towards you to help you accomplish whatever it is that you set out to do. So this is a major transformation here for you that is really super positive. But also this is about you rediscovering a part of yourself, that lust for life. Also, I feel like you're really listening to your own needs, and you're making sure that your needs are met. Not in a selfish way, in a way where you get the best out of life. Because when we give, we also have to give back to ourselves as well. So I feel like you are rediscovering yourself, but also making sure that you don't neglect your own needs and that you celebrate yourself. Because if you don't celebrate your wins, if you don't celebrate yourself, who's going to celebrate you? So it's really important to acknowledge where you're doing really well in life, even when life is sometimes throwing curveballs left, right, and center, because I feel like you have been tested. I feel like, you're knocking those curveballs out of the park. You're still showing up for yourself and saying, you know what, I got this. And you really need to be proud of yourself, but sometimes you don't stop enough to really recognize where you're doing really well. But in the next coming weeks, I feel there's a level of nostalgia here where you really look at how you show up for yourself and say, you know what, actually I am doing a good job. Life is tough, life is hard, and sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, and you're riding that wave of life, and things are about to get infinitely better for you. But also you're going to be a little bit more in control of riding that wave. Now, we do have that Four of Wands. The main energy I get from this, as soon as I touch this card, really interesting. It's like, who was there to support you when you were not reaching the level of success that you want to accomplish? If there are people who are absent at the table when you are struggling to get to where you want to go, they certainly do not deserve a place at the success table. So I feel like you're really looking at like placemats right now and placement cards, like whose name deserves to be at that table with you? Who are you sharing your successes with? Who are you sharing your life and your energy with? Time is a very important thing, so it should not be wasted. It's something we can never get back, even though it's like a man-made construct that we have to measure time. You know, it is infinite, really, but our period, you know, it's like a breath of time on this rock that is spinning through space. So you are basically making sure that you don't waste your time, that you fill it with exciting, fun things, with people you really care about. And, you know, the Four Wands is either, you know, where do you feel like home? So some of you are really like finding your place in your world. You know, home is a word that we can attribute to many things. You know, a person can feel like home, a place, a park, actual home can feel like home. You know, you can actually move into a house and go, actually, this doesn't feel like home. It feels very temporary. So this is about you kind of realizing where you belong and who you belong with and who belongs in your life. But also that Four Wands, this is about major celebration, okay? It's about good times, it's about fun times, it's about letting your hair down and relaxing and knowing that no matter what changes come in the world at large, because there are so many levels to life, so many levels to the world, you know, there are certain things that are going to change in this world in the next couple of years that we all have no control over. And sometimes we've got to surrender to that process and say, you know what? I can use my voice, I can speak aloud, I can speak my truth, and I can find balance and harmony and enjoy my moment. So this is really about you just, you know, recognizing there are things that you can change in the world and there are things that you cannot. And I feel that you are someone who really cares, you're a humanitarian, and I feel like you are someone who is making sure that you make a difference, because you do. And I feel with that Four Wands there, this is also a card of reunion. So some of you may actually reunite with people or, you know, friends from the past, or, you know, people that, you know, you used to have a lot of fun with. And I feel you may hear from people, especially in and around your birth date. You may hear from people that perhaps you haven't heard from in a long time. And it reignites that friendship, and it reignites the fun times, the good old days, talking about those good old days. But remember, there are some really wonderful memories to be built still. So this is not the end of your story. There is so much more to come that is so exciting. Now, of course, if you're working hard towards something, I see you reaching an incredible moment in your life where you are like, yes, I did it, or yes, I won it. You know, there is celebration here. However, I feel with the Four Wands, it's highlighting that you know yourself, there's more to come. You know, you still have a little bit more to go on that path, but you are having a breakthrough and you can see tangible kind of results here that you'll celebrate. This is you aligning yourself with success in whatever area it is you're focused on right now. For some of you, it's health. It's, you know, really been a challenging time and you are conquering something, healing from something. For some of you, it's money. Some of you are trying to have a breakthrough financially, or you're just trying to live day to day. I mean, Six of Pentacles can mean that, you know, you're reshuffling some finances, dipping into your savings. You know, with that Seven of Pentacles, it can indicate that, you know, you are implementing a stricter budget, but also there is some sort of financial increase on its way to you that is going to help you in your endeavors, and you're going to be able to save. But that Four Wands, whatever it is, it's a success card. It's a joy card. It is a card that reminds you that you are going to return to happier times and that things are not going to feel so pressurized. And there is harmony there and there is balance. Now I'm just going to go and get some final cards, because looking at your energy, I feel some of you, you're very deeply connected to a very thoughtful energy of like, who am I? What's my place in the world? Where's my next steps? What legacy do I leave? And I feel these thoughts, you know, there's just this energy here as well that some of you, you may reunite with people that you haven't seen for a while, but I also feel like some people will reach out to you and be like, remember that time that we did this? And they remind you of that wildness within you, you know, the exciting times. There are more of those to come. You haven't lost your wild, if some of you are wondering about that as you start to mature, okay? I feel there's this energy of change, transformation, excitement, electricity. But also I feel some of your friends that you haven't seen for a long time, they may be feeling the same way. And you're going to realize that actually there's an affinity there. Okay, so I want you to recognize that there's a return to happier times. That's the main energy I get from this reading. Now, your final cards, we have Prelude. Okay, I just want you to see that before I read it. And it says here, now this is like a portal. Interesting, you've got two cards that look like portals. And not every card is like that. I want you to be aware, okay? But it says here, you may feel like not much is happening. However, the path you're on now is leading you to something great. That's totally the energy that I've got here. As I said, it just feels like the humdrum of life. You know, you're just like feeling like this stillness that you should be a little bit further along, but actually you are exactly where you need to be right now, and you're gathering a lot of information, you're observing, you're preparing, the plans that you have in motion are going to work, and they're going to be very successful. It says groundwork, first steps, intro, like introduction. So it definitely seems here that you are about to create something really wonderful, and a portal is being made clear for you, so the path ahead is a very exciting one, and an easier one is what I see as well, which isn't often the case, but I feel an easier one is being opened up for you. And also we have fire within. So again, it really correlates with the energy that's come out here. It's reigniting your passion, your lust for life, you know, setting new goals, intentions, but also, you know, setting your soul on fire. It says here, find a way to reignite that energy in your life right now and immerse yourself in what you truly love. Passion, action, driving force. Because I feel there's this energy where you feel somehow you got a little bit stuck along the way, or things have been feeling a little bit like same. But I do see a radical turn of events where things change for the better, and I actually see that you'll celebrate yourself a little bit more in the future as well, and recognize that actually you've come a long way, and you did this. You did this all by yourself, okay? I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune. Okay, so we have the oyster. Okay, now there's a little pearl of wisdom in there. Okay, I hope you can see that. It's so small, but pearl of wisdom there. So it really does indicate that right now you're in a period of gathering knowledge, learning more about yourself, learning about the people around you, the world around you. And this is about you opening up to new knowledge, but also discovering that you are a gift. And you're a gift to people, to environments, to situations. And I feel this is about you discovering something that's going to really help you open up a little bit more in terms of personal development and growth, but also it's going to help you. I'm just getting an energy of like financially, okay? So it could be, for some of you, you may actually find a family heirloom, or you may be gifted one in inheritance. This is only if you've gone through a period where someone has transitioned already, okay? I'm sending you a huge hug out there if you've gone through that. I know that you'd rather have the person rather than the inheritance, but such is life, and I feel like, of course, it's a difficult period. I'm sending you so much love, so many hugs. This person, they may even send you a sign of their presence, and it'll be connected to an oyster or a pearl, perhaps, and you may see like pictures or reels, or maybe you'd be watching a movie and suddenly there's an oyster or a pearl there. Pay close attention to these signs and symbols, because it is an indication that this person is around you and protecting you, because you are a gift of a person, okay? So I will leave that there, my beautiful Leo. It's a little bit different. It's a shorter reading than usual. For some of you, if you'd like to enter the competition to win a free personal reading from me, all you have to do is listen to a song called You're the Voice by John Farnham. And in the comments box below, please put this sentence, I stand strong with an attitude of gratitude, okay? And my guides will draw me to one subscriber to win that free personal reading. Please keep your notification bell on, because I will upload a video at the end of the month mentioning the person's name, so you'll want to check that out to see if it was you, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.